calls the charge, Jimmy Butler.
This is what I'm saying. They made the switch till late. They don't make Jimmy guard him the whole game. But when it's been crunch time, they put him on it. And Jimmy is anticipating the drive, tries to beat him to the spot, right shoulder in. That's close, Mike, though, huh?
That is close now. Players have to be separated. Looked like it was just jawing as they were walking up the court. You see the officials. They're going to hand out some double technicals. You know, it looked like Butler and Griffin were fine just going back and forth. Langston Galloway sticking up for his teammate that Butler took exception to. So much ado about nothing. Jimmy Butler gets inside, running shot, in and out for the foul. And Butler upset. He feels there's some extracurricular hitting going on.
Well, in particular with Blake post-shot.
Well, Butler will shoot two. Chance to give them an 8-point lead. And they're going to review it to see if there was. Right away, Butler turned and said something to David Guthrie, the crew chief.
Watch the end of the play, okay? Foul called. I think it's as much where he hit him on the foul and the way he did it.
No, look at right as soon as the play's over right here. There's comes down with the ball, puts his elbow right in his face.
Yeah.
He can't do that, I'm saying.
He shy away because he had those 3 fouls. He played real good, solid, hard defense despite it.
Oh, he and Karl Anthony Towns, and that's going to be a technical on Beasley. I'll tell you what, he walked right in front of us and right past Towns and let him have it in front of the referee.
Now there's a technical on Towns. So because of the double technicals, there won't be any free throws.
And now Beasley's being hit with another technical foul, and he is going to be gone.
After they had gotten them separated, they went right back at it. And neither guy is stepping away from that conversation. Neither guy.
I believe that was, yeah, Beasley, I think he's going to have to leave the floor here. And now he will. So initially, it was a double technical call. And then as Beasley and Green came together and were actually maybe on the same page, the officials went to go break them up, and Beasley took exception to that and got hit with a second technical. And then Green and Beasley kind of exchanged, all right, see you later, man. A friendly little
Jump circle.
A 7-0 Milwaukee run. Brown again giving a lot of space on the perimeter, what Chauncey's talking about. And Brown, Sterling that is, and Andre Drummond get into it. As the whistles come in, the tensions rise and the crowd elevates.
Didn't quite see everything that happened here, but I just love the intensity. You know, this is a playoff series. I know Andre was there, set a nice screen on Sterling Brown. It's a legal screen.
And you can see Sterling Brown went right after Drummond afterwards, who gave him a little more. And the personal was called on George Hill. The double text go against Drummond and Sterling Brown.
He's 3 for 4 in the 3 ball, along with all the damage. Great call on the baseline. He had no place to go, and that's the first good time that.
Will Barton put a finger and a hand in Seth Curry's face.
Okay. This is a great move right there. I take the foul. Right, because he's dribbling. Now over here, you don't need that. I don't care what happened with the guy down on the floor. You don't need the pushing away because something is going to happen. Now you can see right there, he got popped.
James Capers at the line, and Sean Wright going to sort this out, and we're going to get a technical foul out of it somewhere.
Well, you can see right there. Now, see, you don't need that. You don't need to push across. There's no reason for that. Now you you know you're going, and you're not going to. Now, if you should win, or this goes Game 7, you know he will probably be suspended if they make this a flagrant situation.
Big extension last offseason, 5 years, $147 million. Barton pulls up, in and out. Plumlee, good rebound. And a foul is called as Crowder went for the block. And now Plumlee gets shoved by Favors. Michael Malone, the coach for the Nuggets, steps.
It's just a regular foul. May not even be a foul.
The only thing is when Plumlee comes back after he gets shoved, does he throw a punch here at Favors? Let's see. And did Favors in retaliation there with the left hand, or was that just some pushing and shoving? So again, you got Jamal Murray, Harris, and Jokic all way off the bench there. 3 of your starters. So double technical fouls. Jason Phillips going to come over and explain it. Here on in, we will be very much covering the 76ers. Of course, Serena Winters covering the team daily, and she will be on the case as the Sixers head to the second round of the playoffs. Wow, we have something here. How did this happen between Bolden and Kurucs? And Bolden has to be separated. TJ McConnell, his teammate, is on him. I'll tell you what, I didn't see what happened because I was looking down the floor. Little did I expect in this game anything to break out at this point.
Well, you didn't see any fight from the Nets all evening long, so why would you expect any fight now? As we see the two bodies kind of get tangled up, and what's going on here? What is Kurucs upset about? And then Jonah just trying to clarify. Not at 10:22 at night. A little bit late for that.
Well, so that was Bolden and his momentum being carried into Kurucs, and Kurucs thinking that he tried to pancake him against the stanchion. Then he shoved away Bolden, and that really got under Jonah Bolden's skin.
You can see officials trying to intervene and get in between. God love him for the effort.
Jared Allen. I mean, that's all ball. It doesn't even touch his head. But here's Dudley coming in the middle, and then Butler pushes, and then Butler with the push in the backside, and then it extends into the front row, right in front of the Sixers bench. And I mean, that is a good hard foul by Embiid because it's going for the ball. It looked bad in real time, and then here you see. Simmons and Embiid, and there's no love lost between those two.
right back.
That elbow.
Embiid down low in the foul. Beverly was not afraid of anybody. Embiid wants it. His teammates hit him up. Now he plays to the crowd.
Embiid's night might be over after that.
Man, oh man.
See what Embiid was that a punch or just
Over 7 feet tall, over 260 pounds.
a lot of guys take exception to the extracurriculars on plays of Patrick Beverly, but you're right, he ain't afraid of anybody, and that's part of the reason why he gets under players' skin.
Man, oh man.
See what Embiid was that a punch or just a push?
Well, we're going to do some looking at some TV back in Secaucus, New Jersey. Embiid angry. Aside from all the other accolades, he's one of the great personalities in the game. I mean, full of fun.
The new tempers flares. See Bradley trying to get around him.
Oh, the quick flicks right there. Embiid comes in on Harden. There they go. The matter with Russell Westbrook or James Harden.
We saw that the other day between Westbrook and Embiid, and now Harden. I wonder if the officials are going to take a look at this. They're still talking. The officials are going to send both teams back to their respective benches as they take a look at the little skirmish on the. Here's the foul. Harden's on the floor.
Well, that knee came in, then the shove by Harden.
Come on, that's nothing. Let's go. Let's play.
Game. And this is enjoy.
And again,
I enjoy this.
And think about this. Philly is coming off a very disappointing loss just the other night. Here
to Oklahoma City.
to Oklahoma
right.
City.
Yep.
So there's a sense of desperation.
5 seconds difference. King Harden shot clock knocked away there by the Rockets. And here comes Harden with the reverse.
Been a taunting foul by Embiid that was missed. See, this game is going to get out of hand because they're not calling everything that's out here. The officials going to have to be real careful the start of this third quarter. Look at the block here by Embiid, which is beautiful. You want your bigs running in transition, but it's the post play. Watch how he gets up. Has words for the MVP here. There's the block, and here's the look and stare down.
Check on D'Antoni too. Fireworks in Philadelphia.
They're customized there to taking that many shots. Maybe one ball game.
Russ is asking for the hand check, and Russ is smacking him. Look at it right here. Russ snacking hand check because he's below the free throw line.
Now that used to be a foul.
Smack away, yes.
Yeah, the smack away. You couldn't smack the defender's hand away. You know, the referee would talk to the defender and say you allowed a tactical foul.
Look at Lance, he's wrapped up. The intensity is going right now.
For Porter, now he gets an open look. No call. Couldn't see if the ball was knocked away. Smith the rebound, and they'll call a jump ball. Good hustle by Jason Smith as these guys get tangled up, and now Derrick Jones Jr. came into the fray. And this will be interesting to see whether the officials go over and take a look at this, which they can do. There's the play, but keep your eye on number 5 right in the middle of your screen. Oh, well, he was bumped by Beal, who came into the fray as well.
looked like a whole lot of nothing to me.
They're checking it.
Yeah.
Which they can do this year. Clearly they're looking at what transpired following the jump ball call. And you can see Wall come in and push Derek Jones Jr. This is going to be real interesting. All three officials looking at the replay. I'm not sure what they're going to be able to call, but you know, they've got this, one of the distinct triggers of a hostile act, player altercation, which triggers a replay for purposes of instant review. The definition of a hostile act has been broadened to enable referees to determine the appropriate penalty for players or coaches if they're involved in hostile encounters with each other, with referees, or with fans.
Ellington working hard to get free, fires, misses. Jam back the rebound.
He didn't do anything wrong. He went right up and just powered his way through. If he doesn't hang on there, he falls on his head.
This ain't no guitar, bitch, this a Glock. My Glock told me to promise you gon' squeeze.